Hi, Dr. Stephen Withers from Medical Genetics Australia. What do we do at Medical Genetics Australia? We like to provide a clinical genetics service to people who are seeking information about genetic conditions. We were the first company to provide a private and confidential medical genetics service in Australia. We established this now more than 10 years ago. What do we like to do? We like to be able to provide genetic information to people who may have a concern about a genetic condition. There are many genetic conditions which are out there at present, and some of them are very complex and some of them can be very difficult to understand. What we see now is that many people are finding out about family history, or they may have a personal history themselves of a problem and are now trying to determine whether there's any significant risk for them in the future, or whether there may in fact be a risk to other family members. A good example of this would be when people are looking at cancer genetic syndromes. These are conditions where there may be genes which are predisposing to cancer in the family. A very good example of this would be things such as breast cancer, bowel cancer, and ovarian cancer. Other conditions which may be very important are sometimes rare syndromes that may be associated with cancer predisposition. Sometimes it's very important to get a very good family history to determine the importance of this. Other things that we can do at Medical Genetics Australia is we can provide people information regarding genetic syndromes. Sometimes these are some of the more common genetic syndromes. It might be a condition such as Down syndrome. Sometimes it's genetic conditions which are extraordinarily rare, and we're able to provide this information and to give people a natural history of a particular condition. This sometimes can be very important. There's so much information which is available today through the internet. Sometimes it is very difficult to filter this information. We like to be able to assist people in working their way through some of this information. One of the other things that we can do is preconceptual counselling for couples. This is where a couple may perceive that there is a risk for a particular condition in the family, and we might be able to provide some genetic information regarding the risk of inheritance of the condition, or we may be able to provide them the option of some testing, including things such as pre-implantation genetic diagnosis, which may be available. Other types of counselling we can provide include things like prenatal counselling, where during a pregnancy an abnormality may be identified and we can provide information regarding the condition and what we believe the natural history of that condition will be. We like to be able to facilitate genetic testing for whole families sometimes where that is appropriate. There may be a familial condition and it might be appropriate to test many members of a family. We've certainly done this for families and we're able to put this together in a timely way for all of them. Other things that we like to be able to do is to provide people with counselling at the time of consultation, but also follow-up counselling if that may be required. We like to do detailed letters back to patients who we see so that it will give them a recollection of the information which we've discussed on the day. We believe this is very important. What we think at Medical Genetics Australia is that we want to be able to provide for you the very best of genetic care. We want to be able to give you the best information in a timely way so that you'll be able to take that information and make good decisions for the future. We would say if there's any question or any doubt about requiring a consultation for any reason, please of course do not hesitate in contacting us. We can often discuss that by phone, and that might be able to provide critical information that might allow us to assist you in making such a decision. If we can be of assistance, we'd love to be of assistance for you. Thank you very much.